It's the middle of September and it's time to start thinking about throwing down our fall fertilizing. I just scored this bounty of fertilizer from my local store on sale. 5 of these natural fertilizer bags for 30 bucks. So I got 10 of them for $60. That is a major deal in my opinion. We get some beautiful fall days here in the upper Midwest. Unfortunately, today is not one of them. It's cool, it's gray, it's a little bit damp and windy. But the positive note about that, that's one thing grass loves, our cool season grasses anyway. And our cool season grasses love that because there's an excess of moisture for them to take up and use, and we're in the temperature range they like the most. You know, cool at night, 60s, 70s during the day is when they are really in their prime. So right now is the time we want to give them excess nutrients so they can spread if we've got a spreading grass, to fill in bare spots and also just be the healthiest they can be going into fall and the freeze and winter, so they come back in spring as strong as possible. Let's take a stroll and look at my renovation for this year. We can see this is the worst spot in the last update, and the good news is in here we've got a bunch of seedlings coming up with this time of excess moisture and lower temperatures. This is one of the sunnier spots, so it's giving a chance to get these seedlings established. Still not awesome, but coming around. If we take a look over here, this is the best spot of the renovation, and I've already mowed this once. It's ready to be mowed today, but we can see it is thick and filled in nicely. This does get quite a bit of shade with a little bit of sun every day, but this is definitely the best part of the renovation this year. Killed off quite a bit of it and started over, so we've got a whole mix. This on the hillside here is marginal, coming in pretty good. I know by next year this will be all looking great just based on the ones I've done in the past. And we can see even in these spots that look quite bare, we've got good germinations and seedlings coming up. The problem with now going into late fall, mid-fall here is we lose so much temperature that we don't get a lot of growth. So I want to take advantage over the next couple weeks while we still have some temperature for growth to really fertilize this probably once a week and get things kicking. This is the other area that struggled the most, and I think it was difficult to keep it wet in the hot conditions based on the slope. Pretty significant slope here, so the most of the moisture ran off, and it was hard to keep that seed wet. But we can see now that we've got a bit of excess moisture. We've got good germination coming up, and that will continue to do so and just fill in. This again is my renovation from last year. I need to cut this renovation from last year, going on 12 months since I planted, and you can see it looked worse than this, or about the same as this last fall, and it turns into this. So we have to be patient with this bluegrass, but this renovation will work. It's just the first couple months after planting is pretty rough. Similar situation over here, but again, there's good germination in these spots that look relatively bare. It's just very recent since the temperatures cooled down and we've gotten more moisture. Pretty much the same situation in this whole area. You can see over here, it's really coming along now, good now. This area is rough. It floods when we get big rain. We've had some decent rain showers, so that one's going to be difficult. I'm hopeful. There are seedlings in here. Again, the key is get this thing fertilized and give it the best chance it can going into fall and then for spring next year. We're going to be using the Simplicity Regent to mow today, and I'm going to be bagging the clippings. That's one of the reasons we have to mow first. You'd be surprised at how much fertilizer you suck up if you fertilize and then mow and you're bagging. If you're mulching or side discharge, not a big deal. It will mix things around a bit, but at least it'll still be on the lawn. I choose to bag. I like to keep it clean, keep it out of the flower beds, my personal preference. But if we're going to do that, we need to fertilize first, and then once we fertilize, we'll water it in, or likely it's going to rain this time of year, and that'll get it dispersed down into the lawn, into the soil better, so the next time you come back to mow, you won't have the risk of sucking. Here's our bounty of natural fertilizer we have to throw on after we mow. 10 bags of it required to cover 25,000 square feet. All right, we've got the grass cut. Time to get our fertilizer thrown down. I've done some videos on this. This is a Morganite knockoff competitor. I don't know the exact details on the sourcing. This comes out of Minnesota. I'm assuming it's some animal or human waste stream that they then harvest the micronutrients from, dry, pelletize, and put in a bag. Morganite is out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's human waste stream that they harvest those micronutrients from, dry, pelletize, put in the bag. They also add iron to this, so this is very good at greening your grass. It's got slow release nitrogen, so it's great fertilizer, but also has that greening element. The other thing is you can't screw this up. You can't put it on too heavy. It will not burn your lawn because it is that slow release. The one downside of it, we need 10 bags. So we got to put it on relatively heavy, so you need a lot of tonnage of it. But these 10 bags were like 60 bucks on sale, so not a bad deal. We're not paying much extra versus conventional fertilizer, and we're natural. You can take a look at this stuff in the hopper. It's these brown pellets. You do want to keep this stuff dry. If it gets wet, it clumps up very bad and you will have a nightmare spreading it. So you want to make sure it stays dry. One benefit of this stuff over Morganite, well, there's two main ones. Lately it's been cheaper, low odor versus Morganite. Morganite has a significant smell. Some people have branded it the smell of success. Anyway, I'm going with this stuff. Let's throw it down. Now, as most things are in life, lawn care is all about timing. And now is the right time to fertilize hard and often to get your lawn perked up, looking good. Spring and fall are the times to hit it hard. With this natural fertilizer, you don't have to worry about going too hard. With the other stuff, you don't want to exceed between a 1/4 pound and a 1/2 pound of nitrogen per week, with rainfall in between, obviously. But otherwise, when you've got these good conditions is the time to get your lawn tuned up and looking good. We're going to try to take advantage of this and slug the fertilizer to it. Uh-oh, we might have a rain delay. Looks like a storm's coming. Hopefully, don't get rained out. 4 bags left. Well, I got done just in time. Guess I don't have to turn the sprinkler system on. We've got some fall watering going on. But again, I can't reinforce the timing is right. If you want to make a change in your grass, it's too late to kill it and reseed, but you can hit it hard with fertilizer yet this fall. You may not see a big improvement this fall, but come spring, when it comes out of dormancy, you'll be happy with the results. I guarantee it. Thanks for watching. Adios.